Likers! Remember last year's tour to Bohol featuring my friends from Singapore? Well, this year, I am back in the jewel of the Philippines. But this time, kasama ko ang mga tito at tita ko from the Dimayuga clan. Bakit nga ba hindi? Bohol is definitely worth na balik-balikan.
Apa. Yan, ay mga kasama. Ang mga titos at titas. Iba-vlog ko.
Kelman, pagdating namin sa Bohol, syempre, check-in muna tayo sa ating accommodation for this trip, ang Alona Cachaho Inn. This is just a 10-minute walk papunta sa sikat na Alona Beach, kaya suwak na suwak para sa mga gustong mag-relax pero iwas sa ingay ng beachfront party scenes. This cozy family-run inn offers simple but comfortable rooms. Perfect para sa mga budget travelers, families, at tulad naming may kasamang seniors na priority ang tahimik at maayos na tulugan. Napaka-friendly rin ng kanilang staff and they have decent amenities, along with a store for your basic needs, with delicious and affordable meals sa kanilang restaurant.
Mila ka pa, apa. Restaurant sa po.
Pagkatapos naming mag-check-in at mag-freshen up, nag-decide kaming maglakad-lakad muna papunta sa dinner spot namin for the night. At para ma-experience na rin ng nightlife vibe dito sa Circumferential Road. Best way to explore is by foot, di ba? Maaga pa ang gabi at very much alive pa rin ang paligid. Habang naglalakad, ramdam mo agad ang relaxed island vibes ng Panglao. Madilim man sa ibang parts, meron namang streetlights at ilaw mula sa mga establishments, kaya safe at visible pa rin ang daan. May mga motor at tricycle na dumadaan every now and then, pero hindi siya chaotic. Chill lang ang atmosphere. Habang naglalakad kami, kita mo yung mix ng mga small hotels, cozy cafes, sari-sari stores, Korean restos at tour offices. Ang daming signage na written in Korean, kaya obvious na in demand talaga ito sa mga foreign tourists. Fun fact! Cebu Pacific recently started offering direct flights from South Korea to Panglao, kaya mas naging accessible ito para sa Korean tourists. Hindi na nakakapagtaka na ang daming Korean establishments dito ngayon, mula sa restaurants at accommodations hanggang sa travel and tour services. May mga spa and massage places din kung gusto mo magpa-relax after a long day, and open pa sila kahit late na. Habang naglalakad, ang saya lang makita kung paano nag-a-adapt ang tourism ng Panglao sa growing international visitors. Definitely a must-visit island, hindi lang para sa mga Pinoy, kundi para sa buong mundo.
Kaya pa?
Malapit na sana kami sa dinner spot namin pero hindi na kaya ng mga seniors ang maglakad pa ng malayo. Kaya sumakay na lang kami ng tricab o baja na parang tuk-tuk din sa Thailand. At mura lang ang minimum na pamasahe dito, starting at 50 pesos. And eto na nga, dinner at Mist. Mist is a hidden gem in Panglao that serves European and Asian fusion dishes. It is known for its cozy, rustic ambience, high-quality ingredients, and well-curated menu that will satisfy any foodie. Pagpasok namin sa Mist Restaurant, I was instantly struck by how aesthetic and inviting the place was. The interiors had this modern industrial vibe, sleek black accents, warm wood tones, and cozy ambient lighting that made the whole place feel both social and homey. Mapapansin mo how thoughtfully designed the space is, from the open layout that allows for good airflow to the artistic touches in every corner. Perfect siya for dinner dates, barkada catch-ups, or even just quiet nights out. And despite the restaurant's upscale look, the atmosphere remained relaxed and unpretentious. The staff welcomed us with warm smiles and assisted my titos and titas patiently. Very accommodating and attentive. It really adds to the overall dining experience, diba? Good food and great service always go hand in hand. Pero syempre, pag-usapan natin yung star of the show, ang food. Pag-upo pa lang namin, binigyan na kami ng complimentary bread. For starters, nag-order kami ng nachos. Sumunod na ang Tex-Mex sa taco platter na punong-puno ng flavor. Authentic pero pasok sa Pinoy taste. Then came the meat platter. May variety ng meats na juicy at well-seasoned. Best part, afford mo to. Akala namin maliit lang to based sa price pero hello, pangbarkadahan pala ang serving. Pero eto na nga, akala namin tapos na. Biglang dumating ang glory ribs. Ang saya lang kasi each dish exceeded our expectations. Simulan natin ang day 1 with a room tour dito sa Alona Cachaho Inn. Simple lang yung kwarto pero maaliwalas at comfortable, sakto para sa mga gusto lang magpahinga after a day of exploring. Malambot yung bed, malamig yung aircon, may TV, may side table, may drawers and cabinet. And look at that, our room even has a good view of the swimming pool. And again, sobrang walking distance lang ito sa Alona Beach. May sariling bathroom din to na malinis at may basic amenities. Pero okay na rin kung may sarili kang toiletries na dadalahin. And eto na nga yung breakfast na included sa aming accommodation. Simulan na natin ang ating city tour sa St. Augustine Church. Isa ito sa pinakamatandang simbahan sa Bohol, built in the late 1700s. Ang architecture niya, classic na classic. Stone walls, high ceilings, at may touch ng Spanish colonial vibe. Tahimik yung lugar. Ang sarap lang mag-reflect sandali habang pinagmamasdan ang ganda ng simbahan. Whether religious ka or not, ma-appreciate mo to as a piece of history and culture. Nandito naman tayo ngayon sa Taoist Church, officially known as the Church of Our Lady of the Assumption. Isa sa mga pinakamatandang simbahan sa buong Bohol at declared na rin as a National Historical Landmark. Ang foundation nito ay nagsimula pa noong 1600s under Jesuit missionaries, pero yung current structure na nakikita natin ngayon ay mostly from the late 1800s. Kaya mix talaga siya ng Neo-Gothic at Byzantine architecture. Pagdating mo pa lang, mapapansin mo agad yung eleganteng facade, may arched windows, coral stone walls at napaka-detailed na carvings. Sa loob naman, ang ganda ng ceiling murals, mga religious paintings, at stained glass na nagpapadagdag ng sacred at classic atmosphere. Isa pa sa mga unique stories ng simbahan na to ay kahit ilang beses siyang nasalanta ng lindol at bagyo, nananatili siyang matatag, parang simbolo ng pananampalataya ng mga taga-Bohol. Talagang bawat sulok may kwento. Next up ay ang Baclayan Church, officially known as the Church of the Immaculate Conception. Isa ito sa pinakamatandang simbahan sa buong Pilipinas. founded way back in 1596 by Spanish missionaries. Imagine, more than 400 years of history. Originally, gawa lang siya from bamboo and nipa, pero by 1727, itinayo ito gamit ang coral stones na inangat mula sa dagat at pinagdikit-dikit gamit ang egg whites. Nadamage siya noong 2013 earthquake at ongoing pa rin ang restoration. Nananatiling proud ang simbahan, a powerful reminder of resilience and devotion ng mga Boholano. Pagpasok mo pa lang, ramdam mo na agad ang solemn atmosphere. May kita mo yung ornate retablo, gold-painted saints, old paintings at chandeliers. Very old-world charm. At huwag niyong papalampasin yung church museum sa gilid, kung saan matatagpuan ang mga antique priest vestments, religious relics, and even handwritten choir books from the Spanish era. It's like walking through centuries of faith and Filipino heritage. Welcome to the magical and mysterious Hinagdanan Cave. Ayon sa kwento-kwento, nadiskubre lang ang Hinagdanan Cave ng isang farmer habang naglilinis ang kanyang bakuran. Naghulog siya ng bato sa isang butas na napansin niya sa kanyang lupain. Nung may marinig siyang splash, gumawa siya ng hagdanan para babain ito at doon na nga bumulaga sa kanya ang ganda ng kuweba na may natural pool, stalactites and stalagmites, and the magical vibe that's been drawing tourists kahit ilang libong taon na ang lumipas. Galing, no? At hindi pa dyan nagtatapos ang ating pagbabalik sa Bohol. More adventures, more kainan, and more kwentuhan coming your way. So watch out for the next parts of this video series.
Hi Mega Liker, thanks for watching this video and don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell icon and like this video. See you on the next!